few months ago, you saw a tour of my man cave, of my basement. And one of the things I told you is I have about 30 to 50 statues at my office. Today, we're gonna do an office tour. Welcome to the Extreme Channel. My name is Mr. X. Today we're doing an office statue tour. We're looking at all the collectibles that I keep at my office. Before we jump into it, a couple things. Number one, we are doing a giveaway. If you want to win one of these Venom statues, please stay tuned till the end of the video and you'll find out how to win them. Number two, all the collectibles we will look at my office, quite a few of them have been reviewed here on the channel. So if a piece has been reviewed on the channel, you are going to see this little dot right here. If you see that dot pop up, that means that you can go find that review on the channel and check out that piece in close-ups and detail. Another thing, you're going to hear me say it quite a few times in the tour, is I'm actually in the midst of moving offices. Not in the midst, but in a few months I'm going to. That's why I wanted to film this tour now, because you're going to get a brand new one. And I'm really excited because I'm kind of at capacity at my current office, but my new one is a lot bigger. It's huge. So with no further ado, let's do it. So here we go, guys. There are actually two entries into my office. That's my zombie stick in case someone goes postal, because we don't allow guns there. But here's kind of a once over. You get to see the entire look. And this shelving is just temporary, of course, as I said, because I am moving to a new office soon. And I can't wait because it's about 5 times bigger than this office. But kind of the perspective, I get to chillax. There's my standing workstation with the bike that I never use. But I keep 2 monitors so I can keep up with all the social media at the same time. I actually have a 3rd monitor TV you're going to see. But let's start with this one. This is by Queen Studios. This is the Anaconda vs. Crocodile diorama. It's a magnificent piece. I need to review it someday because I don't think anybody ever has. But the detail is phenomenal. It's Queen Studios, so you'd expect nothing less, from the water effect to the actual crocodile and the anaconda. And right behind it is the first 4 figures. Can't remember the name of the wolf. I'm not a big video gamer, but I like pieces from video games. He's holding some keys. He's guarding some keys for me. But another awesome piece. Kind of an animal theme going right there. Then we have these skulls. I've reviewed both of these. I actually have 4 different skulls, but only 2 of them displayed here. And I don't have any chairs in my office because I don't encourage people to stay. So if they do stay, they have to sit on this turlet right here. Sorry about that. I'm filming with my phone and I got a phone call, of course. But let's start with the Hulk collection on the right here. And this is just the beginning of my Hulk collection. It's going to be about twice as big once all my POs come in. Take up an entire wall. And I've tried to kind of sort it. You see the 2 reds on the top and then gray on the left here and green on the right. But let's start with this gray Marvel vs. Capcom Hulk. Only 7 of these or 11 of these were made. I've never reviewed it. He actually comes with a huge base that's too big to display. And then here's the XM She-Hulk. It's not a fantastic piece, but for the price it is. You can get it for about $300 or $400. We have the old Sideshow vs. Spider-Man Green Hulk. This is 1/5 scale, I believe, next to Troy McDevitt's XM Hulk bust, also a very cheap piece, but a fantastic looking one. And on the other side, we have the original Sideshow Premium Format Gray Hulk. I love this piece. I think it is so underrated. It looks awesome. I'd like to give it up, but I just can't. Here's a custom Spider-Man Gray Hulk. I have reviewed this one, so you guys have probably seen that, but you can check out the review again. And then up top, I've reviewed all 3 of these. The first is another Troy McDevitt custom garage kit Hulk that I had Jason resculpt and repaint versus Juggernaut head. Then we have Maestro. I know I say that wrong. Maestro. Monster piece with all the fallen heroes. You can check out the review on this. It is awesome. And then another Rolk custom 1/4 scale. I like the commanding presence of this one. It's a little more humanoid than the creature-esque Red Hulk I have on the other one. And my last Hulk is the Sideshow Gladiator Hulk. Very cool piece. I can't wait to get him on a proper display where he's fighting here. Silver Savage, the custom Silver Savage in Thor premium format. All of these have been reviewed, but it's just an awesome, awesome piece. And it pairs so well with these guys. And there's the TV behind there that you can see I was talking about. And of course the Thor Breaker of Brimstone on the Surtur head. That TV I usually have YouTube playing in the background. New office I'm going to hide the cords to because little crap like that just bothers the hell out of me. But that's kind of a once over of the entire collection right there. And if you're ever curious what Mr. X drinks during the day, energy drinks and soda. That's how I only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night. Probably not good for me, but... And here we have an empty space, which is almost a crime. I had some fantasy stuff down there, which we're going to look at. So speaking of fantasy and anime, this is the Guts 1/4 scale Bloody by Prime 1 Studios. I think only 150 of these were made. I'm not a big fan of the anime, but I love this statue right here. I need to review him. I never have. He is badass looking, though. The base. And then this is kind of the fantasy display right now. And this is going to expand as well. But anime, fantasy, kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of the same ballpark. These are the 2 custom Dragon Ball Z figures I have that I've reviewed both of these. First is a realistic cell. So these are realistic takes on these characters. This is with the smaller base. Tons of switch outs. And the Majin Buu piece. This is amazing. And I think this one was Daniel Bell sculpted this. Here's the Infinity Studios Pilgrimage Dragon piece I have reviewed. So moving up, I'm going to have this all dragons. Right now, we have a custom Ifrit from Final Fantasy, kind of the fire god. I've never reviewed this piece. I really should because it's rare and it's fantastic. And he is next to, I'm drawing a blank on the name right now. It's from Sideshow. It's the water goddess. Aspen. Aspen is the name. So they were originally right down here. And I have a ice dragon coming in I'm going to put where they are. But here's the other dragons we currently have. So from Sideshow, World of Warcraft. Awesome piece. Not really dragons, but this is... Looking at my Rocky piece right here, but one of my favorite quotes back there. But this is one of my favorites from Figurama. Devilman vs. Anon. Just fantastic piece next to my custom Drogon I've reviewed. And I actually ended up getting a separate Khaleesi piece from Best Buy for like 15 bucks because it was way better than the one that it came with. Got that idea off Epic Statues. Ignore these drinks right now. We're doing a big celebration, and if I put them all in the fridge, they're going to be stolen. And once again, another phone call. Sorry, the danger of filming this during the day. But this is my Venom collection. And I have about 4 or 5 more pieces coming. So thankfully, we're going to the bigger office. But let's look at each one. This first one I've reviewed. I think I've reviewed almost all of these. This one has my favorite transformation portrait out there. Some blue highlights in it. Just a crazy, crazy base. I have the MVC Spider-Man head in his hand. This is XM Studios Venom bust. I've never reviewed this, but this is... I always think about this as kind of the symbiote without Eddie Brock. This one right here, a diorama bug eater is what it's called. Very creature-esque type Venom. I've reviewed him. INF Venom piece. Cool little guy. I'm pretty sure no, I haven't reviewed all these. I have reviewed that one. I have not reviewed this Prime 1 Studios piece. I have the exclusive magnificent Venom piece. And you can check out my Venom reviews right here, which statue is the best. This is from Concrete Jungle. This is actually the giveaway that we're doing. So go check out that video where you can actually win that statue and many more. Here's the middle row. We got some grails on here. First starting off with this Venom. I don't really have a name. It is a custom piece. Has so many different switch outs that make it look like a different statue. Currently my second favorite Venom. And then I have Deadpool Kills Venoms. This is directly from a comic book cover. I've reviewed him. I think only like 7 of these were made. What an awesome piece. Prime 1 Anti-Venom. So this is when a cancerous agent merges with the Venom suit. I've never reviewed him, but I'm a big fan. This is custom Maniac Venom. In some people's opinions, one of the top Venoms out there. I can't argue with it is phenomenal, one of the best bases. Quite a few switch outs. Queen Studios Iron Spidey bust. Sorry about my finger. I've reviewed him. Awesome piece. This is a custom Venom bust. I've never reviewed this. I do have the Sideshow Venom bust at home. Very, very different. Look at the teeth on this guy. Crazy. And a custom Carnage bust. This is full size. Same person who did that Pennywise I reviewed a while back. You can check out here. But there's kind of a once over, and that is not all my Venom statues. I have some at home, and then I have some over here we're going to look at. But first, let's look at a Marvel vs. Capcom Spidey. This is the retro version, so black and red suit. I've reviewed him. This is kind of a miscellaneous, the Chibi X-Men diorama. And then the Iron Studios 1/10 scale Professor X is coordinating the battle. And here is another Venom statue. It's a Marvel vs. Capcom variant blue version. This was my current favorite Venom statue. He's, I think 7 of these were made, 5. It was a ridiculous low ES. And now we're gonna kind of get to the what I call like my medieval stuff, which I put Court of the Dead. I put a few other things in there, and let's start right here with Odium. I recently purchased him and reviewed him. He won't fit with the others because he's too tall, but in the new setup in the new office, they will all be together. Some crazy looking stuff. Sorry, I got it. This is actually taller than I am, even though I'm a pretty tall guy. Back here, you have Kier. Warbringer, the new one. Big fan of the piece. And I think I'm saying this right, but Malavestros, I got him for like $300 shipped. It was ridiculous. And then back here, this is my favorite Court of the Dead piece. This is the variant of Shard, so only about 150 I think were made. Different skin color. Then we have my one Witcher piece. I just love this. It's amazingly done. And then we have Caleb's Bat King. I can't remember the name of the company that did this, but this is just crazy. Look at his cape. Its cape is huge. It's Batman as a Viking. I think these all look pretty well together. Then we have the Hunter. Right here. You see some pictures of my family and my quotes at the end of the meeting. Those are pretty funny actually, by the way. I gotta hide that cord, but I'm moving offices, so I don't really care. But this is an awesome piece I have reviewed. And then, to finish it off, we got the Sideshow, Court of the Dead Apples, right on my desk. With the double screens that we discussed. So this office is kind of at capacity, but like I said, my new office is at least 5 times this big. It's more of a conference room, so I can't wait to show you guys that. And I forgot this Matrix display. I've had this for a long time from my boy, BMR. He hooked me up. It doesn't move, but it's still kind of cool. But this is what I look at all day. Now you know. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do want to preface something before I talk about the contest. People come in and see it, hundreds of people. And people want to know what the reaction is. From my understanding, most people love it. They really want to see it. I catch people peeking their head in there and looking at stuff. They never touch it. Of course, that could be because I'm the boss. There's such a that's what she said joke. They never touch it. So they could say they like it just to show interest. But I think for the most part, people like it. As you guys know, if you're into this world, it's not a world that is widely known. While tens of thousands of people participate in it, it's not something that the majority of the population even is aware of that exists. But hey, if you want to enter in that contest, first thing, make sure you are subscribed to this video, not only to enter the contest, but you see all those different statues. We probably get in 2 to 3 new statues a week. and we review them and do really cool content, not only statue related, but other extreme stuff like collecting and traveling. So make sure you're subscribed, you have the bell notification. Also comment below if you have collectibles at your place of business and what people think about it. I think that'd be cool for people to really start sharing, because I know some people are hesitant. I know one thing people are hesitant about is, will people break it? And that actually just happened yesterday. I noticed there was a small piece broken that obviously could have been the cleaning company, could have been, who knows. Many people don't go into my office. So it is what it is, but it's kind of a risk, and I think it's worth it to enjoy that stuff also while you're at work stressed. But until tomorrow, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.